What's up, people? What's going on, sports fans? I'm your guy, the Sports Judge. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for watching. As always, man, tomorrow is a big day in the NFL. Sunday's highly anticipated matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs will feature two of the NFL's top quarterbacks. And they will be dueling it out with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line. Lamar Jackson, the season's potential MVP, and Patrick Mahomes, a two-time league MVP and a two-time champion. Now, this game is massive for Lamar Jackson. I mean, if the stakes have never been higher, man, Lamar Jackson has a lot to prove on Sunday. But knowing Lamar Jackson and his personality, the only thing he cares about is winning the Super Bowl. He doesn't care about the personal achievements. He doesn't care about the individual accolades. None of that matters to him. He just wants to win. He just wants to win. He already has the MVP. He's won the MVP before. He just doesn't have the Super Bowl championship on his resume. He is still searching for his first Super Bowl ring. Patrick Mahomes has two already. And the narrative will change. I talked a little bit about this yesterday. The narrative will change if, hear me out, if Lamar Jackson beats Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs to lead his team to the Super Bowl, right? Lamar Jackson has to win the Super Bowl to change the narrative. Everyone doubts this guy. Everyone says things like he's not a top-tier quarterback, that he's not an elite quarterback, that he's not on Patrick Mahomes' level. So now you meet Patrick Mahomes with a chance to beat him. And if you beat him, oh man, what a story that would be. If you beat Patrick Mahomes, would you be an elite quarterback then? No, because you have to still win the Super Bowl, knowing how people feel about, of course, Lamar Jackson, you know. But the Ravens, man, they were so dominant all season. The Ravens secured the AFC's number one seed after a dominant regular season and will host the conference championship game at M&T Bank Stadium for the first time in franchise history. It's also the first conference championship game hosted in Baltimore since 1971, if I'm correct. You know, so we could potentially see the matchup that we saw 14 years ago in 2013 when the Ravens met the 49ers in the Harborough Bowl, if you guys remember that. You know, now the Chiefs, man, they seem to pull it together when it truly matters, okay? This is a team that's been up and down like a yo-yo all year long, right? They've been a team that's been tough to figure out. Like, we don't really know what you're getting from the Kansas City Chiefs. It was a mystery, right? With this Kansas City Chiefs team. Like, you didn't know which team was showing up each week. You know, Patrick Mahomes out there slamming his helmet on the sideline, acting a fool. You know, you never seen that side of him because, of course, this team is so damn spoiled that they're so used to winning every year, right? They're so used to winning. Patrick Mahomes haven't had a season like this in a long time. And no, he didn't play up to his standards this year. Neither has Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce fell in love with what's her name? Oh, yeah, that's right. Taylor Swift, and hasn't been that all-pro tight end. At least not by his standard, anyway. But, he's done enough to get by. This Chiefs team's done enough to get by. Last week, they played their best game all season. We can sit here and make the argument. That was the best game the Chiefs played all year. That was the best game they played all year. The offensive line held steady. Patrick Mahomes made plays in the most important points of the game. And then, man, you had Travis Kelce even making big plays. The Chiefs have been here before. Getting to this point has become the norm. It's, the sixth time that they've been in the AFC Championship game? They've reached the AFC Championship game every season since Mahomes was named a full-time starter in 2018, making Sunday their sixth consecutive appearance. So, this is familiar territory for them. Kansas City has enough experience. They've been there before. What it comes down to is their receivers being reliable and trustworthy. They gotta be able to make those catches, right? You can't be dropping footballs in a game like this. Not in a game of this magnitude. You can't drop footballs. You drop footballs, you're in a world of trouble, right? So they can't be dropping the football. They got to take care of the football. They got to do everything they can to take care of the football. I like the Ravens in this game. I'm going with the Ravens to win this game. This is a matchup to pay attention to. I know they got Andy Reid as their head coach. He's a creative mind and all this other stuff. And, you can never doubt Andy Reid and all this other stuff. But, man, I think the matchup that I'm interested to see in this game, that the one matchup that I'm excited about is Ravens safety Kyle Hamilton against Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce. And this defense, we know, because they got linebackers, man. They got Roquan Smith. They got Patrick Queen. They got guys that can shut down the middle of that field and make it tough for a guy like Travis Kelce. This is as good as it gets. And Travis Kelce is already distracted as it is because he's in love with Taylor Swift. And the whole world knows about it because we see the damn girl every week in the damn stands. We see her sitting in the suites. We saw his brother last week, Jason Kelce, taking off his shirt. What a spectacle that was, right? We was all excited about it. Kelce's credentials are well documented. I will say that. Hamilton, meanwhile, is allowing a league best 0.45 yards per slot coverage snap this season. He's been amazing. That dude be all over the field. He be all over the place. I compared him to Troy Polamalu, and people got on my case about it. But the man is like him because he's always flying all over the field, making plays, And this team likes to play a game of takeaway. Let me tell you, the Ravens can turn you over, man. They can turn you over. This Ravens team defense is legit. That's why I'm picking them to win. They are the most complete team in the NFL on both sides of the ball, defense and offense. They're scary. Okay? They're good. I think they will use a guy like Hamilton, as good as he is, and his speed and everything. They will play him at a deep safety at times. They'll put him close to the line of scrimmage. They'll use him as a blitzer. Hamilton will likely move around Sunday. He'll be all over the place. Okay? Let me just say that. He'll be all over the place. The man will be everywhere. Baltimore will want one of its best defensive players on him in big moments, on Travis Kelce, that is. So I'm going with the Ravens here. Oh, how about Justice Hill? He's been nice for this team, right? Has been the perennial number 3 running back for the Ravens during his young career. You lost J.K. Dobbins and Keaton Mitchell. They are both out. Gus Edwards, is more in a short yardage role. And then, of course, you got Dalvin Cook having just gotten here, and I said he would go off. Maybe this is the game, right? I mean, you got a solid backfield. You know what I'm saying? You got a reliable O-line. They're reliable in pass protection and has had some success running between the tackles in recent weeks. And we all know Kansas City's run defense looked vulnerable against the Buffalo Bills. You saw Josh Allen was running all over them until that flamed out in the fourth quarter because he stopped running and started getting reckless and passing the football. So, I mean, hey, what it comes down to the Ravens controlling the clock with their run game and keeping Mahomes on the sideline as much as possible. And hey, if they can do that, then I can foresee the Chiefs losing this game. And I think the Chiefs will lose this game because, again, you're looking at a more balanced Ravens team. A Ravens team that is no joke. And I think Lamar Jackson knows this is his best chance to win. He's blocking out all the crowd noise. He's not worried about what people are saying about him. He's not scoreboard watching and all this other stuff. He could care less what the critics think. But we all know what the media and what people are going to say about him if he falls short. Oh, he's not an elite quarterback. Because that's the narrative, right? But I really believe that the Ravens are the better team. Offensively, the Ravens can't turn over the ball. They can't turn over the ball. They got to take care of the football. They need Lamar Jackson to be that elite quarterback that I think he is. They need him to make plays. They need Zay Flowers to be that phenomenal rookie that he's been all season. Marlon Humphrey is going to play. He's been dealing with a calf injury. He's expected to play. I think this Ravens team is potent. I think this team is tough. And you look at that Chiefs defense, man, this time their defense faces a more fearful situation when Jackson has those opportunities. Jackson has been dynamic this season, whether he decides to throw downfield or tuck and run. Because he could beat you in a variety of ways. That's what he does. He's that damn special. He's a dual threat quarterback. And I will say this about Kansas City. Kansas City did its job. They did a solid job in the second half last week at keeping Bills quarterback Josh Allen in the pocket. But we're talking about Lamar Jackson here. Lamar Jackson is an even tougher challenge. He's an even tougher challenge. Good luck trying to bring him down. Good luck trying to slow down his explosiveness. How can you stop this guy? You can't possibly stop this guy. And Jackson, man, he can escape. He can escape a near sack and produce a game-winning, highlight-worthy play because that's what he's been doing all year long. And he's got the weapons around him. He's got the guys around him. I understand that the Chiefs have experience in this game, having been here before. Should they be considered the favorites? The considerable resource. Patrick Mahomes has been a considerable resource for Andy Reid and that offense. You got Spagnuolo, who's a great defensive mind. You got Kelsey. You got defensive tackle Chris Jones. But I think this is the year that they don't get to the Super Bowl. I'm a little concerned about the Chiefs defense because the Chiefs defense has, has looked suspect at times. Although the Chiefs defense, this is something to keep in mind about the Chiefs defense. The Chiefs defense hasn't surrendered 30 points this season. And the unit is strong enough to keep the score close entering the fourth quarter. What that means is that Mahomes can do what he does best. And Mahomes has shown he can make the necessary plays in the final minutes to guide his team to a thrilling victory. Yeah, but I don't see that this time around. I think Lamar Jackson is going to show up and show out. I think this Ravens team, they're not going to beat them by a large margin. It's going to be a close game. It's going to be a thrilling finish. But I got the Ravens winning by at least a touchdown. The Ravens are my favorites in this game because I like their roster. I like their team. They're also well coached. John Harbaugh has done an amazing job this year. Jim's brother. So, I'm picking the Ravens to win. That's my take on this AFC Championship game. Thanks for watching, everyone. I really appreciate the love and support. I'm checking out of here now. You guys enjoy the rest of your night. There's a lot happening in the sports world tonight. We got Royal Rumble for all you wrestling fans out there. We got the Lakers playing the Warriors tonight. And we got some college hoops going on as well. So there's a lot happening. I know USC and UCLA play tonight. That should be a great game. You know, it's always great when the crosstown rivals clash and have that showdown. That's always fun to see. So there's a lot happening in the sports world tonight, folks. But I'm checking out of here now. You guys enjoy yourselves. Have a great Saturday. Stay safe. Be positive. Do great things. Peace.